Okay, so you just watched a video about how to find a basic probability. We did a number on a dice. There's one side, so that's the top of your fraction, that has the number you care about. But there are a total of 6 possible sides you could roll, so that's the bottom of your fraction. 1 over 6 was your probability. Well, that works out great when you have something basic like a dice or like flipping a coin, right? There's only 2 possibilities, heads or tails. So 2 would go on the bottom. If you care about heads, then the top is just 1 because only one of the sides is heads, so 1 over 2. But what happens if you have something a little more complicated than that? So what I have here is a whole bunch of rectangles, triangles, and eyes, is I guess what I'm looking at them. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rectangles. And 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. And 1, 2 eyes. And I say, hey, I have all of these shapes. What's the probability that I draw a triangle? And by draw, I don't mean draw a picture of it. I mean, let's say I had cut all these shapes out and put them in a bag. What's the probability that I randomly reach inside the bag and I pull out a triangle? So we still have a fraction with part on top and total on the bottom. Total is sometimes easier to figure out, so we're going to do that first. The total would be like I cut out all of these shapes and put them in a bag. Well, how many total shapes did I cut out and put in the bag? Well, I cut out 6 rectangles and 4 triangles and 2 eyes. So 6 plus 4 plus 2 is 12. There were a total of 12 things that I cut out and put into the bag. And my question is, hey, if I pull one of them out, what's the chance that it's a triangle? Or what's the probability it's a triangle? Well, there are 4 little pieces of paper or 4 shapes in my bag that are triangles. So my probability is going to be on the top of 4 because 4 is the part that I care about, or there are 4 shapes in the bag that I'm hoping to get out of my 12 total shapes. Now, it's always good to simplify as much as you can. You don't have a calculator to simplify. So the way we will simplify this is, I know that both of these numbers are divisible by 4. That means I can divide by 4 and get a number. So if I do 4 divided by 4, that is 1. So the top of my fraction is 1. And I can do 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So the bottom of my fraction is 3. So if it asks you for a probability in a fraction form, the answer would be 1 over 3. We talked about in the last video that sometimes you're going to need to change that to a percent. So let's go ahead and do that. You just do in your calculator 1 divided by 3. When I say in your calculator, I mean if you don't have like a super fancy calculator, maybe you just have something on your phone or you just have on Google. So we just do 1 divided by 3. 1 divided by 3 equals, and that gives us a decimal of 0.333333333 going on and on forever. And then to change it to a percent, we move the decimal 2 spaces, so 1, 2. So I have 33.3 repeating because that's a 3 going on and on forever as my percent. Always read and find out if it tells you to round or not. Sometimes it wants that repeating symbol, sometimes it wants you to round it.